so let's do this tutorial. This was by request. I request to do a tutorial on my acoustic arrangement for the intro to the main part of Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. But don't think that it's the only possible way to go about playing this song on acoustic. So the first thing I do is I play a G chord. Pretty straightforward. So my third finger is going on the 6th string 3rd fret, my second finger is going on the 5th string 2nd fret, and my third finger is going on the 1st string 3rd fret. And I'm strumming it in sort of a haphazard punk rock way to sort of imitate what the lead in the song does. So even though I'm trying to play the rhythm and the lead, I'm strumming it similar to the lead. What I normally do is down, down, up, up, down. Down, down, up, up, down. Then I switch chords. And rather than going to the G over F sharp, I actually go to a D5. It's sort of ironic because the thing that makes it a D5 is that it doesn't even have the F sharp, but a D chord does have an F sharp in it. So I'm sort of implying a similar progression by playing the D. But rather than playing that high F sharp like you would normally with the D, using my first finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, my second finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret, and then I'm reaching over with my pinky to play the 1st string 5th fret, which is that A note in the lead. And I'm playing that same strum pattern. So with the G, D5, but you'll have those upstrokes in between chord changes that just keep you in the groove. Down, down, up, down, and then there's like up, down, down, up, down, up, up. Now the next note in the lead is a D, higher than that A. So I come all the way up to the 1st string 10th fret with my pinky. And the chord being played under that in the original song is an E5. But because it's the key of G, if we're trying to play open chords, most likely that would be an E minor. Now there's no way we're going to play this voicing of an E minor and simultaneously play this D note. So what I do is I choose some notes from this voicing of E minor. Specifically, I play the E on the 3rd string 9th fret with my second finger. So 2nd finger plays 9th fret, 3rd string. And then with my index, my 1st finger, I play a G on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. So 1st finger, 2nd string, 8th fret. And that's how I get that E minor chord sound. I'm not actually playing the B, so it's not a full E minor. And if it were, it would technically be an E minor 7 because I'm playing this D up on the 10th. A couple side notes. One is that if I play this whole G chord and then this whole D5 chord, then when I come up, I can't have this A string or this E string ringing, which the E string shouldn't be ringing anyway because of the D, but it might get in there. So what I do is I mute the bottom 3 strings with the palm of my hand and continue to strum the top 3. Now you could have that D in there because you already have a D here. It's already a E minor 7, again without the B. But I like to just mute the low 3 strings as much as I can with the palm of my hand. So the strum pattern changes. I actually think the strum pattern I usually use here is down, down, up, down, up. Now, you don't have to be too rigid with these strum patterns. If you have someone playing with you and you're both playing rhythm, then you want to make sure your strum patterns are together. But if it's just you and you're simulating the lead and the rhythm, it's important that you feel it out. But if your strum pattern isn't exactly the same every time, it's all right. And on the last up, I slide my pinky up to play the first string 12th fret, because that's what happens in the melody. And then you're going to a G chord, but a very different voicing of the G chord. It's all the way up on the 8th fret, and it's similar to the normal voicing of a D chord, but slid way up. So what I'm doing is I've got my first finger on the 3rd string, 7th fret, my 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 8th fret, and my middle finger, my 2nd finger on the 1st string, 7th fret. And we're going to do something similar. Now for this part, I think what I normally do is down, up, down, up, down, up. You hold that first down a little bit longer. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So on that last up, all we do is we put our pinky down on the 1st string, 8th fret, so it's not as much of a stretch as that last phrase. All this is down, up, down, up, down, up. So you're playing a G sus. That whole time, I would be trying to mute those bottom 3 strings with my palm. Again, you can have that D. The D is part of the G chord. Me personally, again, this is all me personally, I would rather keep that consistency. If I'm already muting the bottom 3 strings for this, I don't want to go. It makes it sound like this bass note D is like important, and I just don't think it is to the sound we're going for. So, then I'm going to come back down and play a full chord C. But it's not exactly like the normal voicing of a C, because I need this high G for my melody. Now that doesn't change the fact that this is a C chord, because we're replacing an E note with that G, but we already have an E here and here, and G is a note that's natural to a C chord. So, to be specific, 3rd finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret, my 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, playing the 3rd string open, my 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and my pinky on the 1st string, 3rd fret. And here, the strum pattern, again, is haphazard. That's just the word for it. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, down. It doesn't have to be exactly that strum pattern. It has to be ba 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 ba. However you want to achieve it. And it's okay when you first hit that C, it's okay not to have that G note down quite yet. You can. Then you're going to slide back up to that high voicing we had of the G. So 1st finger goes on the 3rd string, 7th fret. 3rd finger goes on the 2nd string, 8th fret. And 2nd finger goes on the 1st string, 7th fret. And you're going to strum it down 3 times. And you're going to strum up and put your pinky down on that 1st string, 8th fret to get that G sus we talked about. So down, 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 up. Take your pinky off, strum down one more time, And then you need one more note. There's one more note you need for this whole intro, and that's this note, which I like to get by sliding my third finger up from the second string, 8th fret, where we already had it placed, slide it up to the 10th fret. And you still want some kind of strum pattern going on. So what I like to do, rather than leave it like that, or even pick it, lay my first finger across all the strings so that they're muffled. And then I simply leave my third finger to do what it's doing, sliding from the 8th fret to the 10th fret on the second string. And I just strum that muffled set of strings to get that strumming sound, even though I don't really want there to be a chord. I just want. So really that slide, I play that string itself. And then I strum up with the muffled strings, and then down twice with the muffled strings. So there you go, that's the whole intro. I'm going to play it really slowly. So here it is again, full speed. And that's that. I have an acoustic arrangement for the full song, and if you guys liked this one, maybe I'll do more of the parts. Maybe I'll post a full cover. Thanks for watching this one. Have fun practicing.